and welcome to my YouTube channel, where every episode I take a physics topic and really try to explain it in a simple and understandable way. Now, some episodes are just going to be fun physics facts, but most I'm going to try and tie in to the current school curriculum. So when that's the case, I'm going to put the key stage in the episode title. Today I'm covering the basics of the atom and the atomic model. To start, I should explain that an atom is the smallest form of an element. And an element is a substance that you can find on the periodic table. Elementary, my dear Watson. Take an element like zinc. So an atom of zinc is the smallest piece of zinc you can get. An atom can then be broken up into subatomic particles like electrons, neutrons and protons. So the nucleus is the centre of the atom. The nucleus is made up of bound protons and neutrons, and it accounts for most of the mass of the atom. But it takes up like no space because it's so small. It's like 10,000 times smaller than the radius of the atom. This combined total of protons and neutrons in the nucleus is called the atomic mass, and then the total number of protons in the nucleus is called the atomic number. So if you wanted to calculate how many neutrons there were in the nucleus, then you could work this out by finding the difference between the atomic mass and the atomic number. The atomic mass has the symbol A and the atomic number has the symbol Z. And on a periodic table, these values are represented like this. Awesome! So as well as a nucleus made up of protons and neutrons, an atom also contains electrons. Electrons are negatively charged and they are tiny. They whiz around the outside of the nucleus and their paths take up a lot of space. This is what gives an atom its total overall size of about 1 × 10 to the minus 10 meters radius, even though it's mostly empty space. I mentioned that electrons have a negative charge, while protons have an equal and opposite charge, so they are positively charged, and neutrons have no charge. And lastly, atoms have an equal number of protons and electrons, so they are neutral because the charges of the subatomic particles cancel each other out. And just for further context, a molecule is 2 or more atoms joined together. Elements are classified based on their atomic number, so the amount of protons an atom has in its nucleus will dictate the element of the atom. However, the number of neutrons between the same element can differ. So atoms which have the same number of protons, so they're the same element, but have a different number of neutrons, are called isotopes. So isotopes will have the same atomic number, but a different atomic mass. Quite a few elements have a few different isotopes. So for an example, there are 2 common isotopes of carbon, and these are carbon-12 and carbon-14. In carbon-14, there are 2 extra neutrons than there are in normal carbon, which is carbon-12. Generally, an element only has 1 or 2 stable isotopes, like carbon-12. The rest tend to be unstable, which means they're radioactive. When a nucleus is unstable, it will decay and emit radiation. How exciting! And carbon-14 is an example of an unstable carbon isotope. The last pretty cool fact about atoms is that electrons within an atom are on an energy level, so an energy level is the path it takes around the nucleus. So an electron in an energy level can move within or even leave the atom. If an atom gains energy by absorbing EM radiation, then the electrons can move to a higher energy level, so further away from the nucleus. And if they release EM radiation, then the electrons can move to a lower energy level, so closer to the nucleus. How cool is that? And if an atom loses 1 or more of its outer electrons, then it's said to be ionized, and it will become a positively charged ion. Thank you for listening! I hope you enjoyed it. If you did and you want to learn about other cool physics facts, then please like and subscribe and watch all of my other videos. And if you want to learn about a specific topic, please leave a comment below and I'll try to do a video for you.